Hi, I'm Hannah.
I'm Carol.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm a boomer.
And this is
Generation Chat.
So today I wanted to talk about different body types and how they've kind of changed over the years and what the ideal body type was back in the day versus now.
Sounds good.
So I figured we'd start with the icon, Marilyn Monroe.
Of course.
We all know and love. I think that she was just really cute and natural looking.
Mm-hmm.
Just like super what you would think of as a natural kind of body type, nothing synthetic. But what I also thought was interesting is that she has photos where she has little bits of fat folds.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. No, she does. And you know what? Nobody ever considered her fat.
That's what I'm saying. It's like she was skinny, she was fit, she was healthy. Women were like, I want to be like that. I want to look like her.
Okay, in that photo by the pool, you wouldn't say, oh my gosh, she's really skinny. And you wouldn't say, oh, she's really fat or she's really muscular. It was kind of like, it was just like a really nice but kind of regular body.
Mm-hmm. She kind of looked like she woke up, she ate right, and maybe took a little walk. You know? She wasn't out there pumping the iron at the gym.
Yeah. So that would have been basically the 1950s.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the 1960s. Bodies through the decades.
Bodies through the decades. Okay, you want to talk about the model Twiggy? Because you were the one who introduced me to her.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So thin. So we went from kind of Marilyn Monroe, which was actually kind of considered a little bit probably more voluptuous, to Twiggy, which was just skinny, like skinnier than a little kid. Her legs looked like arms. Yes, and so, you know what, whatever body you're born in, but there was such a push during the 60s where people were wanting to look like Twiggy, and I'm sorry, not everybody is born that thin.
No, well, and that's the thing is like some people are born more like Marilyn Monroe where they're a little bit more voluptuous, have more hip or chest, whatever, and then some women just don't.
Yes.
But the problem is we're taking our bodies as they are and trying to morph them and change them into something that it's just not.
Into whatever happens to be the big trend for that decade.
And it changes all the time.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes, you in the 60s it was very straight, very thin.
Yes.
And now it's like Kim Kardashian, who I actually have a photo saved of, where it's like extremely voluptuous boobies and booty.
Injections and all kinds of things.
It's not even natural. It's not even like you can work out to achieve that.
No. So let's take a look at the 1970s. See, that's what I remember. I mean, I was born in the 60s, but went through more of my childhood,
right.
Teens, early teens in the 70s, and that's what I remember. It's just bodies just kind of looked normal. They weren't really thin,
right,
but they also weren't heavy and overweight. They weren't all, tight because you're working out. They weren't tight and muscular. They just were. There were a little bit of padding here or there, but overall really quite slim and healthy.
Because we're women and we have organs.
Yes, we have organs inside of our body.
Because what terrifies me is you get to be these women who are like extremely working out and have these like rock hard abs kind of like this.
Oh my gosh. Oh, see, oh gosh. That's painful for me to look at. I mean, on a man, there's a point where I think it's too much on bodybuilding.
Yeah.
But on a woman, it looks like a man with a lady's head on then.
It does. I mean, like, there are some
kind of in between
where it's like, I actually understand, you want to look fit and healthy, and I feel like everybody kind of bases attraction off of like how healthy people look. But I think it's too much, and like women are now getting to this point where we're working out so hard and to get these abs and like getting rid of things that are natural for our bodies that we should have, to the point where women are losing their periods and like whacking out their hormones, and it's like that's kind of where we're at today. We're either getting injections to like make ourselves look a certain way, or we're working out to the point of hurting our bodies.
Like you went from voluptuous to extremely skinny to kind of just more normal in the 70s, like an average body, until the 80s where people started working out more and women started working out more, to where then you had bodybuilder women, to where women want to look like avatars now.
Yes! They want to look like those little AI-generated bodies that are in video games and stuff.
Yes.
Or like the anime.
That is not realistic,
It's not
ladies.
realistic. That's not how we're shaped. That's not how we're supposed to be shaped.
No.
And I think we just need to really appreciate and love our bodies for how they naturally come.
And be
accept that.
healthy.
Yes.
The other extreme can happen as well, in that people let go of themselves, let themselves go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, well, it doesn't matter if, I'm 50 or 60 pounds overweight. Well, that's not good either, because that's just not healthy.
No, well, that's also a synthetic body type. Like, if you look into body types, you have the normal, what you really are, and then you have synthetic, as in, like, you gained too much weight, or you have the synthetic, as in you lost too much weight, and there's always a balance, and you can't swing to one extreme or the other. You have to just find that balance, which is hard.
It's hard.
For granted,
Especially when you have all this stuff being flashed at us.
Totally.
Through social media and through billboards and that sort of thing.
You're born how you are born based on your genetics. You can't do anything about that. Like,
Yes,
I can't make myself be a stick. Like, that's just not...
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
My bones aren't shaped like that.
Yes.
But yeah. So, love yourself how you are and just be healthy, guys.
Stay healthy. Well, we'll see you next time
On
Generation Chat.